dear students, welcome back in our today's mathematics class. Student, today in this video we are going to start a new exercise 11.3, and in this video we will do question number 1 to 6 and rest of the question we will do in the next video. Right? So let's start the introduction that what type of question we'll have in this exercise. Student, in this exercise we talk about the solid shape. What is solid shape, student? Basically, the 3D shape is called solid shape, right? And under the solid shape, 3 solid shapes formulas will do. The very first is cube, the second one is cuboid, and the third one is cylinder. We'll do the equation on the basis of these 3 solid shapes, right? So very first, let's talk about that what we have in this solid shape. First of all, surface area. What is surface area? Surface area means, student, the total area of the sides of these shapes. Right? Suppose cube. You know everyone, cube? So this is cube. It has 6 sides. So total surface area means what is the total area of these all 6 sides. That is called surface area, or you can say total surface area, right? And the second one topic is volume. What is volume, student? Again, the space occupied by any object. Like suppose it is a cube box, okay, and you want to put some balls into it. So how many balls you can put inside it? That will be the volume of the balls, right? So these 2 things we will study in this. The third thing we have, student, lateral surface area. This is very important. Lateral surface area. What is lateral surface area? Same. Suppose this is a cube. You know, cube having 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4 walls. 5th one top and 6th one bottom. Right? But in the lateral surface area, when we talk about the lateral surface area, we exclude top and bottom. It means we will include only the 4 walls of the given shape, right? All these 3 terms having their own formulas, okay? For cube, for cuboid, and for the cylinder. So let's start the formula for these respective figures. Now, students, we have these 3 solid shapes, okay? So let's do the formulas related to that. Is very first we have cuboid. This is cuboid, student. It is rectangular in shape, right? So we have 3 sides. What? This is length, this is breadth, and this is height. Right, student? So the total surface area of cuboid is 2 times length into breadth, breadth into height, and height into length. Right? It means every dimension is multiplying itself. 2 times or twice I have taken outside as a common. So 2 times length into breadth, breadth into height, and height into length. Right? Now the lateral surface area. What we said, lateral means when we remove top and bottom surface. Right? Then what would be the formula for the cuboid? The lateral surface area of cuboid is 2h L plus B. So this is the lateral surface area. 2h, 2 into height, length plus breadth. Right? Now volume. Volume, student, you know, length into breadth into height. Right? So these are the formula for cuboid. Now coming to our cube. First of all, total surface area. Total surface area means, yes, how many sides are there? 6 sides. Okay, and every side is equal. Every side is same. So how many sides are there? S, right? And S square. Why? Because I told you that every side will multiply with itself. So side into side means side square. And how many total sides are there? 6 sides are there. So it means 6S square. Now coming to our lateral surface area. Now lateral surface area. Out of 6 sides, 2 sides are removed. Top and bottom. How many are left? 4. So the lateral surface area is 4S square. Right, student? And the volume is side into side into side, because every side is same. So length into breadth into height means side into side into side means S cube. Right, student? So this is for the cube. Now coming to our cylinder. The total surface area. First of all, student, this is the figure of cylinder from upside circular, downside circular, and here is rectangle. Then from the middle it is rectangle. How? See, this is a rectangular sheet, right? When we fold it in such a manner, wait, let me see. This is a rectangular sheet. When we fold it in a circular manner, in such a manner, see, it becomes cylinder, but it's a hollow cylinder. Yes. When you want to be closed cylinder, then one circular one sheet you will, yes, put over the bottom and over the down, right? So this is the shape of cylinder. Cylinder made with the help of one rectangular sheet, right? So up one there is a circular sheet, down one also, and in the middle it is rectangular. Like, so this is radius, this is also radius, and height is this only. Okay, student? So what is the total surface area? First of all, from the middle, 2 pi r h plus 2 pi r square. This is the total surface. 2 pi r h middle, 2 pi r square up and down. Right, student? Or you can say 2 pi r h plus r. How? Because we took 2 pi r common from it. 2 pi r common. Here is h left and here is one r left. Any formula you can use into the equation. Right? Now talk about lateral surface area. Lateral surface area, what is? So what I told, top and bottom will remove. So only middle part is left, and middle part is 2 pi r h only. So the lateral surface area for cylinder is 2 pi r h. Talking about volume. Volume is pi r square h, because volume r square h. Pi is constant only. It will come in every term because yes, here is circular form is there. So pi is important, right? So volume is pi r square h. So these are the very important formulas of these three solid shapes. So before starting the exercise question, you must write all the formulas into notebooks. Okay? So this is all about our introduction about this exercise. Now let's start the exercise questions. Into our question number 1, student, there are two cuboidal boxes. Which box require less amount of material to make? So very simple, student. As you can see here, two figures. One is cuboid, one is cube. So you need to find out the total surface area of this. Then only when the total. How many total sides are there? 6. So how much material is required for all the 6 sides? So for that, yes, you will find out the total surface area. Very simple, student. And length, breadth and height of every figure is given to you. Right? So let's start. First of all, for this box, the length is given to you 60 centimeter, breadth is given to you 40 centimeter, and height is given to you 50 centimeter. Right? And as we know, total surface area for this is 2 times length into breadth, breadth into height, and height into length. Formula we have put. Now just put the values into it. 2, length is 60 into 40 plus 40 into 50 plus 50 into 60. It is just a calculation only, student, now. So after that, 6 4s are 24, 5 4s are 20, 1 2 plus 6 5s are 30, 1 2. So when we add it, the answer is 0 0 4 3 4 5 6 7. So it will be this much. Now we'll multiply it. 4 2s are 8, 7 2s are 14, and 1 2 0 as it is. So it means 14,800 centimeter square is the material required for this figure. Now coming to our next figure. As you can see, next figure is cube only. So it's very simple. Side is given to you 50 centimeter. So the total surface area of cube is 6s square. Right? So s means 50 into 50. Right, student? So 5 5s are 25. So 25, 1 2. So 25 6 are, yes, 150 and 10 this. So it means the surface area for this, it means this much material required for this figure, this much material required for this figure. That's it, student. Okay, so this is all about our question number 1. Now coming to our next question. Now coming to our question number 2, student. A suitcase whose measure is this much, it means length, breadth and height is given to you, is to be covered with a tarpaulin cloth. Means with any one cloth, this cuboidal, yes, suitcase is covered, right? How many meter this tarpaulin cloth is required of width 96 centimeter to cover 100 such suitcases? Question got, student. Very first thing, you need to find out the total surface area. Total surface area for one suitcase will be, yes, 100 into one suitcase area, right? Now here is required how many meter cloth is required. So जितना भी total surface area होगा 100 suitcase का, that will be equal to the material required for this cloth. It means cloth कितना चाहिए होगा, जितना total surface area होगा 100 suitcase का. It means the cloth, tarpaulin cloth is equal to the surface, total surface area of 100 suitcase. Right, student? Got question? And for 100 suitcase का total surface area निकालने के लिए, first of all you will find out the total surface area of one suitcase. Right? This type of question you have done in the previous classes. So let's start the solution. First of all, the total surface area of suitcase is, it is in cuboid shape. So cuboid total surface area is 2 into L into B, B into H plus H into L. Right, student? Length is given to you 80 into 48 plus 48 into 24 plus 24 into 80. You just need to understand which formula you have to put and then just values you have to put into it, right? So let's start the solution. 48 8s are 40 plus 48 into 24. So here is calculation is more, student. You will multiply 48 into 24, then you will get 1152 plus 1920. Right, student? So this, now you have to add all these three terms. So then you will get 6912. When you multiply it, then you will get the 4, 2 ones are 2, 12, 13, 13824 centimeter square. This total surface area is for one suitcase, and for 100 suitcase it would be into 100, student. 13824 into 100, that is 00. So this much is for 100 suitcases, right? So the length of the tarpaulin, how many meter of cloth you require, right? Of width. Width means breadth is given to you. So first of all, condition is this in only. The tarpaulin cloth is total surface area of 100 suitcase. So cloth will be length into breadth because it is in rectangular shape. Length into breadth, right? And total surface of 100 suitcases will be 1382412. And breadth is given to you, student, 96. So 96 will be divided over there. Are you getting points, student? So it means length is equals to this much. When we divide it, we get 96 ones are 96. 1, 4, 4. Then 0, 0 as it is. It means 14400 centimeter is the length. This much, yes, centimeter. But question is asking how many meter tarpaulin cloth is required. But you have in centimeter. So here you have to just convert it. Only, you know, 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeter and 1 centimeter is equals to 1 upon 100 meter. So it means you will just divide 00 divide by 100 meter. So it means Therefore, 144 meter cloth is required to cover 100 such suitcases. Got, student? I know this is little bit lengthy question. What is the question? Here, this part is only included. Till here, you have done in previous classes the total surface area of one suitcase. What will be for 100? You will multiply with 100. But question is asking how much meter cloth is required. Obviously, जितने भी आपके 100 suitcases का total surface area होगा, that is equals to the required cloth. So that only formula we have put the value, latest calculation is there. Right, student? When you will do the question, with understand it become easy for you only. Okay, so I hope you understood the question. This was about question number 2. Now coming to our next question. Coming to our question number 3. Find the side of cube whose surface area is 600 centimeter square. So the same type of question we have done in our previous exercise as well, but there was area of rectangle, area of square, whatever. Right? So here surface area of cube is given to you, that is 600 centimeter square. You know, students, surface area of cube is 6s square. Surface area or total surface area, one the same thing only. So 6s square is equals to 600 centimeter square. So side we need to find out. The 6 will go that side in division. So it will be 100 centimeter square. So student, now it is s square means, yes, root of. So s would be 100 root. And 100 square root, everyone knows, that is 10. So side is 10 centimeter. That's it, students. Simple question. This was our question number 3. Now coming to our next question. Now coming to our question number 4, student. Rukshar painted the outside of the cabinet of measure 1 into 2 into 1.5, means length, breadth and height. It means that cabinet is in cubical shape, right? How much surface area did she cover if she painted all except the bottom of the cabinet? First of all, suppose, student, you have this cabinet. In this means you can say, yes, cubical shape, right? And she has to paint all 4 walls and the top except the bottom. So student, when we remove top and bottom, then which formula we use? Lateral surface area. But here top is included but bottom is not. It means first of all you will find out the area of 4 walls. Yes, area of 4 walls, that is the lateral surface area of cuboid plus area of top. Yes, student, it's easy only, right? It means she painted is equals to area of 4 walls plus area of top. Right, student? Area of 4 walls means lateral surface area of cuboid, and area of top, it is in rectangular shape, that you can say length into breadth. Right, student? And the lateral surface area of cuboid is 2h L plus B, and this is already L into B. Right, student? Here we just put the formula and just put the values into it. But you need to understand which formula exactly. See this cabinet, right? She has to paint 4 walls and top. So for 4 walls, the lateral surface area formula, and top is there. Top is in rectangular shape, so length into breadth. So when we add, sorry, it will be add. So just put the values. 2 into height is 1.5 meter. L plus B means 1 plus 2 plus L into B, student. L into B. Right? Now solve it. 10 to the 30. 1.3 come. 2 plus 1 into 3 plus 2 ones are 2. So 3 3s are 9.0 plus 2. The answer is 11.0 meters square. It means this much area she has painted except the bottom. That's it, student. This is just a calculation part. See, very nicely we have done. So if you are very good in calculation, the questions are very simple. Right? So this was about our question number 4. One question we have, question number 5. This question is just similar to this question in that you have to paint one room. If you are painting one room, obviously you will paint 4 walls and the roof. You can say the ceiling, right? First तो हम कभी floor तो कभी paint नहीं करते हैं. So again their formula will be lateral surface area plus area of top. So the question is just similar only as we have done here. So question number 5 is homework. You will solve it by your own. So this was about our question number 4 and 5. Now coming to our next question. Now coming to our question number 6, student, describe how two figures are alike and how they are different. Which box has larger lateral surface area? Student, the question is how they are same. As you can see, the height is here 7 cm. This one figure height is also 7 cm. Here the diameter is 7. Here length and breadth is 7. So in this manner it is same, right? And how they are different? Obviously they are asking who has largest lateral surface area. It means their lateral surface area you have to find out. The answer will be different. And the question is who has larger, whose answer will be large, that lateral surface area will be larger. Very simple, student. So let's start. Very first, this we have for the cylinder and second one is cube. So first of all, for cylinder, the height is given to you 7 cm. Diameter is given to you 7 cm. So the radius will be 7 by 2. Right, student? And the lateral surface area is 2 pi RH. 2 pi value is 22 by 7. R is 7 by 2. And height is 7 centimeter. Right, student? So let's 2 cancel, 7 to 7 cancel. So 7 2s are 14, 50. So 154 centimeter square is the lateral surface area for this cylinder. Now for cube. As the question is asking, you just solve accordingly. That's it. Side is given to you 7 centimeter. And the lateral surface area of cube, student, 4s square. That is 4 into 7 sevens are 49. So 49 into 4, 196 centimeter square. So this is the lateral surface area. Who has large lateral surface area? This cube. So the cube has larger surface area. That's it. This you will conclude by writing over there. So that's it, student. Questions are very simple. You just need to learn the formula and put the correct formula into the question. That's it. So student, with this question number 6, we have completed our exercise 11.3 part 1. In which we have done 1 to 6 questions. And one question only I have given as a homework, question number 5. So please solve it and learn these formulas. Right? So that's all for today's class. We will be meeting in the next video with the next questions. Right? So till then, thank you so much for watching. Bye students and take care.